Alright, so now I'm getting ready for just soldering and getting the pickguard ready and the pickups in there and all the tone knobs and stuff. This is the bridge I have here. Obviously you want to solder, you need to sand off the paint off the bottom of the bridge. Some more lovely fumes going in my face. Don't breathe in when you're soldering, clearly, and this takes me a couple attempts because you have to get the solder connection at just the right point so the bridge will sit right over top of the holes for the screws. So you can see I'm kind of having to do multiple attempts at this. I keep screwing it up, and I have amazing soldering skills because I just can't seem to get it to stick. So soldering is fun. Anyways, I think it takes me 3 or 4 tries. It's still not right, so I gotta take it off. I gotta move it lower, I think. Anyway, I eventually get it. I think I get it this time. Get the holes lined up. The solder connection strong. And so that obviously runs to the volume pot, yeah, because you want it grounded. And yeah, just get the screws in there. Get them. You don't want to tighten. You want, whatever, tighten it down. Get the pickguard ready. Open up the holes there, the foil. You can see the foil on the pickguard completes the shielding of the cavity because you got the bottom sides and then the pickguard has the foil, so that creates a sealed chamber, to say, for your electronics. And it's funny, I've never built a bass guitar before, so building guitars, I know you mount the pickups to the pickguard, so I didn't realize that the pickups for a bass guitar get mounted to the actual body. So you can see I keep shoving it into the pickguard. I'm kind of, what's going on here? How do these stay in place? I don't get it. And I didn't buy new tone pots. I had old ones. This is a cheap beater build, so I just used some old ones. I don't know if they're even any good. I'm just going to use them anyways. You have old solder on them, and you just got to take them off. You get screwed in there. Tighten it down. If you go to Seymour Duncan, this was a pickup I bought. It was a Seymour Duncan one. I can't recall the name of it off the top of my head as I'm recording this, but if you go to their website, they have great wiring diagrams for any possible setup you can think of. And here's more of my amazing soldering skills. And just follow the diagram. They're pretty straightforward. And I'm just using thin wire, nothing special. Get the pickguard ready, and the pickups came with a really thick foam. I didn't know if I was supposed to use those, but I didn't like it. It was too thick. I didn't want to squish the pickups or something, so I cut off some of the packaging foam that came with it, and I just used that instead to kind of hoist it up. The tone knobs I had, they were too small for the tone pots, so I had to bore them out bigger with the drill. Something I've never had to do before. They were metal. I don't even know where I got them, but they're pretty sweet. Here's the end result. As you can see, I scratched the crap out of the pickguard. Lesson learned, don't take the plastic off before you start wiring stuff to it. So I now have a nice scratched up pickguard, but you can see the black and yellow. It's a pretty nice combo. It's like a bumblebee. And you get the screws in there. Yeah, it's coming out pretty good. Coming along. So now I'm start working on the neck, wanting to get it into place. And if you're watching this and you're familiar with guitars and bass guitars, you might be able to see the problem that I don't realize. I'm just going full steam ahead. The problem is the neck that I ordered. I don't know if that's the standard thickness or if it's just the body's so thick or Squire necks are thin, but the neck is way too thick and it's sitting up about a 1/4 inch too high. Maybe even 1/2 inch, I forget. It was sitting up way too high. And so obviously it didn't have holes, didn't come pre-drilled, so I just stuck it in, I stuck it in the neck pocket, flipped it over, wedged it in there because you want it nice and snug in the right place. And I think I got a small drill bit, and I went through the neck holes just to kind of mark it. You can see the little marks there just so I know where to put pilot holes. And so squish it back together. And I keep looking over because I was paranoid about there being a gap. I kind of didn't know what I was doing, but I kind of did, so I was just like, well, I'll just go. So one by one, get the screws in there. And I think I just tighten them just to the point where they grab. Just to get them uniform. You don't want to do them, you want to go crisscross pattern, because you all want the screws being tightened equally. Again, I keep looking over, making sure there's no gap, making sure I'm not screwing up, but I am screwing up royally, because I'm going to have to tackle that neck pocket, as you will see in an upcoming video, or upcoming part to this video. But I'm getting all cocky, I'm getting all excited. Building this bass guitar is going to be awesome. That's how most projects go, right? There's never point A to point B, there's always problems. Anyways, I got the neck in place, not realizing the issue. So I'm like, hey, I'll put in the tuning pegs. These are just off eBay. They're just cheap. I think they were like $20 or $30. They're pretty cheap. They're not smooth or anything, but they're effective. They hold tune. So again, Chinese parts. Gotta love them. And what I didn't realize is, you'll see I flip it over, is you see two of them are facing the wrong way. And at first I didn't realize, I thought that's how it was. And I was like, oh, it's kind of hanging off the edge. And you can see I'm kind of looking at it going, this isn't right. It shouldn't be hanging off the edge. And I didn't realize that you could just take them apart and flip them around. So you can see I'm brainstorming here, wondering what's going on here. This isn't right. I don't want this hanging off the edge. Did I order the wrong part? I thought maybe this specific, and then I have my eureka moment here. It says, hey, I can just flip this around. And that's what I did. Yeah, easy fix. All lined up nice and right. So when you're installing these, you want to install them nice and straight. And I tried this method, just wasn't really working, and I got a 90 straight edge, or whatever, 90 degree straight edge. And I used the top of the neck to get the 90 degree angle. And what did I do? Straightened them out. Got a marker, just marked the holes, just to know where I should put the little pilot holes. I got a really thin drill bit, small one, just to get that little pilot hole started, so the screws will easily go in, and I know where to screw it in and everything. So they get all installed nice and neat. And there's the tuning pegs installed, nice and straight. And here comes the uh-oh moment. I'm getting all excited, stringing it up. Yeah, this is going to be great, and you can even see it here as the string is completely sitting on the neck. And this is the part where I'm still realizing, wait a minute, this isn't right.